Okay, any other? Okay, no problem. So, any other doubt regarding any the sessions, previous sessions, or any doubt regarding the course? It's Is there any doubt? Anything? Okay. If there is no doubt, let's go ahead with the session. You can see the screen, right? You can see the screen, right? Mm, okay. So we'll start. Okay. So I think the um, so the first question is like this. There is something related to the course. It's related to the cipher problem or cryptography problem. Quite easy one. Okay. So Romeo and Juliet love each other. Romeo wants to send a message to Juliet and also don't want to read anything. So he shifted every lowercase letter in the sentence by -2 position and every uppercase letter by -3 position. Uh, yeah. And if the letter is C, then it will be shift to -2 position, change to a line same line. And if it's a capital G, it will be small a. Okay. Um. So um. Yeah. So but the letter is too long, and the Romeo does not have enough time to encrypt this whole letter. Write a program to help Romeo that prints the encrypted message, and you can assume there is no special value. Okay. So it's like the thing, hello Juliet should like look like this. And I know so most of you will know how to do it, right? Okay. Mm, So whatever is it, so give me some ideas what first I have to do. So first we have to do is import the string, right? For string, we can take it as st. So any module, if you want to import, you'll also always import. And since this can be a very big thing, so if each time I have to write the import string as this, import this as this, which is sorry, import string. And if I like to write a string dot letter, string dot what this, string dot that, it may be very long. So generally, people go with some short terms, like for example, st. If you, for example, this string is very short. If I do like import mat dot lib dot py plot, this is used to plot a graph, plot any graph. Okay, as py plot. At this thing, generally this is so big. Okay, so every time if I'm like just importing like this, if I have to write okay matplotlib dot pyplot dot bar plot string dot sorry dot line like that. Okay, instead of that I can import this as plt. So now this matplotlib.pyplot will be now called like is renamed as plt whenever I go. So whenever I want to call the function, I'll say plt dot something, plt dot bar, something like that. Okay. So if we have enough time, I'll see in the course if it's is discussed or not. If it has not discussed, maybe I can take one session just introduce you about the matplotlib. That will be very. There's a standard module to plot graphs in Python. Okay. So yeah. So import string as st. Then what I have to do here? We need the ASCII letters right here. So what should I do? What is the ASCII letters format? String dot. We'll say that okay. Caps is equal to st dot ASCII lowercase and small is equal to sorry, this will be small actually. Small and caps will be st dot ASCII uppercase. Correct. So if I run this, the caps is this one and small is this one. I'll clear all the variables. There are lots of things to change. And string dot so uppercase ASCII dot lowercase. So if I just now run it, you can see there are two strings. Now what I can do is I'll make a dictionary, right? So if I make a dictionary of the letter, so I'll make a dictionary of like how this looks like. So basically, uh, the small letters will be shifted to -2 position, and the capital letters will be shifted to -3 positions. Where it is written. So -2 position, and if it is a capital letter, it should go to -3 position, okay? And so we can make a dictionary, right? With this, if we make a dictionary, how do you do? We'll say encrypted encrypt dictionary is equal to a dictionary because it's a so whenever you open a dictionary, you start it with a curly bracket, okay? So how does a dictionary in Python looks like? So just a brief introduction that how dictionary it looks like. So a dictionary is kind of another types of a basket or like list tuple. There is another type of basket, and which is known as dictionary. And how does dictionary works? So dictionary will have just like you in any of the English dictionary if you open. So if you have in a dictionary, say if you have a word, say house, in that word you will have its meaning. So house is like a place to live. Okay, it's like this. So this is known as like this is how a normal dictionary use looks like. So in Python, same. So basically, this house is a key and it has a value, a place to live. Okay. So this is how you you write a dictionary in Python. So in Python, the syntax is like this. So dictionary is we should initiate the dictionary with a curly bracket. So like we initiate a list with box bracket, a tuple with a um, first bracket, we do initiate a dictionary with a curly bracket. Okay. And so the dictionary will have a key and a value. For example, say I want to write that, say I want to make a dictionary of say prices of house at different rent price, like rent of house in different place. Okay. So say I have a list, I have kind of a chart like this, and I have to want to make a dictionary. So for example, I have something like in Kolkata, the house rent is say 8,000. In Delhi, say it is 9,000. In Bangalore, is it say 9,500? Average house rent. Okay. Okay. So like that. So we have and like that we can say more cities like Mumbai. It's very high. We all know. We say make it 20,000. And in say Chennai, it's maybe 10,000. In a small city, say in a small city like maybe um small city, what can be a small city? Say Varanasi. There the house prices are much lower, so maybe 6,000. Okay. So now I want to make a dictionary with this. So how do I do this? So first I have to, so these are the keys and these are my values, correct? These are keys, Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Varanasi. So I have to write it like in this way that, okay, so my key, that is a Kolkata colon, my value. So value is 8,000. In the next element, there should be another comma. So this is my one key value pair. The next key value pair will be this one, right? So similarly, like this, we'll have to write. Okay. This is known as key value pairs, comma. So I'll make all of these. It taking some 5 minutes, 2 minutes time. And this parent. So metro cities generally have higher price, and non-metro cities will have less. There is a dictionary. Now, if I just run this program, you can see there is a dictionary has been created and it says a key and it has a value. See, it's written also key value. Okay. Key value like this. So now you want to, so that's how you will add so now you want to add another key in the dictionary. Okay. So this is how so these are the basic dictionary. Now say you want to add, say, another city. Say I will say, um, I'll say Lucknow. Lucknow, there is a price is 5,800, sorry, 9,800. Okay, Lucknow. Now we want to add Lucknow also in this dictionary. How will you add this? Very easy. You have to write and okay. First, let me show you something. So this is my dictionary. Now, if I just print here a dict, I'll see this is C. It looks like a dictionary. Now, if you want to know the any of the value of the dictionary, I'll say a dict. Okay, and I have to write the dictionary key name in the box bracket like this. It will give me, it will print me the value. So Kolkata has a rent of 8,000. Okay, so like that, it will print me the value. If I write say uh, uh, name that is not there, for example, say Hyderabad, it will give me a key error. Okay, see, key error is there because that is not there in the dictionary. So now if I want to add in the dictionary another value, so what I will say, okay, a dicts, and dictionary is of course mutable. Okay, so I'll say that okay, a dicts in a box bracket, say Lucknow is equal to what I'll say the value of this, which is 9,800. And see, now it has 7 and Lucknow has been added. Now you have to notice that another small thing is there. One thing you have to notice here, that in a dictionary, you see here, the order is not maintained in a dictionary. If you see here, so when you are printing, the order is maintained, yes. But if you see originally in here, it's the order is not maintained. Okay, so it's like kept on the based on, is sorted based on the key when you visualize. But here in the printing, it's maintaining the order. Okay, so if I now print this thing, or let me see what it will get me. This is how it will shoot. Okay, and yeah, this is known as key value pairs, and there are lots of things. So you want to know what all the keys are there. So there are some uh, inbuilt dictionary functions. Those are, some of them are very important. For example, adic.keys will give you a dictionary keys. Remember that this type is, if you put a type of this, you see it's a dictionary type. So if you want to make a list of all dictionary keys, you have to make a list. So you get a list of, okay, like this. And so if you want to print all the key value pairs together, what we will do for keys in a dict, write a for loop, keys in a dict. So these will value. What will be your value? Value is equal to, if you sorry, like you index, or like yeah, like you index the or do looping of any other list or anything. If you index a dictionary, sorry, if you loop a dictionary, it will basically by default it will loop dictionary keys. Okay, by default. So what my value? Value will be a dict keys, correct? And now if I say okay, print keys comma value. See, it's printed Kolkata 8,000, Delhi 9,000, like that. So it print the key and then the value. Or you can write it like this, or you can write it like this also. It will give you the same. Okay. And you also can do edit dot values also. So it'll give you the dictionary values like this. So yeah, so you'll again get hang of how that a dictionary is basically it's functioned. Okay. So if I'm initiating a dictionary, now what I am doing, I'm initiating an empty dictionary, correct, which is known as encrypt dictionary. Now what I'll do, for each of these ASCII letters, I will I'll make the I'll shift the index and make the font, make it okay. So how will you do? So basically the minus is the index will shift by -2, right? So if I the C will be basically A, D will be B, something like that, and Z will be A. If I want to shift the index of C, C basically this C by 3, so basically D will be A, E will be this, and like that. So how the shifting will look like? Now remember, think that what is the index of this one now? 0 to 25, correct? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. It will go to 0 to 25. Now C is at what index? C's index is at 0, 1, 2. Correct? Now C's index, I have to make it 0. So how do I do? Is the point is understood? The C will be made 2A. So index of basically 2 will go to 2 minus 2, 0. Correct? So then index of say 26 will be 26 minus 2, and 0 will be 0 minus 2, so minus 2. So -1 -2 like that. So now if I do it, how do I do? So how do I make the encrypt dictionary? For I in small encrypt bit I, which will be A, B, small b. What will be this value? Will be equals to actually not I exactly. For I in range of len of small, correct? So I have to go to the len. To encrypt this small I, which will be my first key, for your better understanding, let me make it like this. Key is equal to small I, value is equal to small I minus 2. Right? We'll make the key value. So now this is my key, this is my value. So I'll add up at each time, I'll add up the dictionary. So encrypted key is equal to value. So this is for the okay. Is value. I have to do a same with the this one also. The caps one also. So if I do for the caps one, so there is two way you can do. I can either zip the both of them, since they are of equal length, 26, 26, I can zip all, not a big deal. So if for J in, but I'll do it in a separate only for simplicity. Now for caps, I'll say again. So this time I will not do it in the other way. I'll rather make it in like in a easier way, like in a single line way. So encrypt this, basically what will be my key will be caps J, and what will be my value? Caps J minus 3. So how does now if I just run this part, you see there is a encrypt dictionary, which basically A is equal to Y, capital A is equal to Y, like that. Okay, it's sorted based on the key value. And if I can also print it also, visualize for you. Encrypt. It has a key value pair. A is equal to Y is equal to Z, something like that. Okay, so now my encrypt dictionary is done. This is my, I should say this is my my dictionary for the encryption is done. Now what I'll do is I'll replace the letter. So I'll function that def. Is there any special function? No. What it will do? It will do encrypt the letter. And how do you encrypt? And this will take a string or I say letter. Okay. And what I'll get here with letter, I'll get that. So now this is my input. Input is my letter. So how do I now replace the letter? So basically, I'll start off the encrypted letter with an empty string. Okay. Oh, sorry. And I should initiate because there should be spaces. See, you can assume there's no such special character. It's spaces. So if there is space, keep it untouched. So how do I do? I'll just add one. So I'll initiate the dictionary with key value pair that whenever there is a space, then keep it as space. Okay. So I'll initiate my encrypted letter with a empty string. Basically, if it's a string, and I'll just iterate through the physical letter. For I in letter, how do I if I iterate through the letter, what I'll get if I iterate through the letter? If I iterate through the letter, I will find that so now my dictionary is done. So my encryption dictionary is done. I'll say, okay, if you find an A, replace it with Y. If you find an capital A, replace it with X, capital X. If you find small d, replace it with small b, something like that. So how do I do that? For I in letter, I will replace it. So I sort say encrypted letters. Encrypted letter is, so I will add string with string is really plus the string. For example, if I say that A plus B will give me AB. So I'll add up the strings one by one. I'll say, okay, encrypted plus equal to, what will I my encrypted plus equal to? Now my dictionary, which is basically encrypt dictionaries key. Now my key will be each letter of the message. Okay. For for avoiding confusion, I'll say message. Okay. For each message, it will replace the letter with the key value pair of we call I. Okay. And undefined and oh, this will be encrypted message. Okay, done. And this is my encrypted message. And finally, what I will return from the encrypted message. If I now call the function encrypt letter and say I'll go for this. Let's show me this. Hello, Juliet. I'll say okay, print it. Good. So we are getting PCJJM GSJG Okay. The first one is done. So what did I do in this function? So first I initiated the dictionary. First I just imported string as empty and got the lowercase letter and uppercase letter. If you don't want to import, you can just write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H in. You can just write off as a string and to make it small, or you can and write caps like capital A, capital B, capital C like that and do it. You don't have to import the string also. Okay. And so then I initiated a dictionary for the code letters of the encrypt dictionary. So like that for I in range of len of small. Now that in that dictionary, now I'll add up the uh, values with respect to the each letter of English alphabet. So capital A will become capital X, small a will become small y, something like that. I did it for both the small letters and the capital letters. Okay. Then I called upon a function. I wrote in a function that is my encrypted message is this. Okay. Then for I in message, what you do? You will do just I initiated a string and I'll do a dictionary key value dictionary search. Okay. And it will give me like this. And to avoid any error, I'll always give a try loop so that if it doesn't find any letter, what will you do? So try this and except the error will be key error. In last class I have informed you about the to accept key error. What will you do? Print character not allowed. Okay, and continue the loop. Okay. Meanwhile, if I just give print Juliet, hello Juliet, and this, it will give me a character not allowed. Then will give me this one. Okay, and I can also write the print I this character not allowed. Should be so this character is not allowed. Okay, like that will do. So better to have like this so that can give me the it can bypass any in any miscoding due to the some unknown task unknown letter in the diction in the message. Okay, so that's it. We are done for this one. Okay. So any doubt in this one? If there is no doubt, I'll move to the next question. Okay. So read up this. Okay. Read up this one and you Okay, so any idea how we will solve this? Again, this is a simple problem of indexing, right? So what we have to do is basically we have a number n, which is a number of planets, L, which will have a list of distance of the planet, position of the favorite planet in the unsorted list. So what is the example is like that? If we have like say 45T through 1 and the favorite planet, which is Amas favorite planet position, it's not the distance. So 2 means basically this one, 5. So what would be my after sorting the list, what will be the 1, 2, 3? The sorted list will be basically sorted list will be what will be the sort one what will be the sorted list? If I sort this list, it will be basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So this 5 now goes to from second position will not go to last position. Now remember one thing. What will be the index of this 5? Will be 4, right? Because the index starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If the second position, the index will be actually this one, right? So you know how do you do in input, right? So n is equal to int of inputs. I'm not doing that. I'll just use this, okay? So every time I don't have to put input. So what I'll do it basically like this. So basically my n is equal to 5. List of planet is what is L. L is equal to this, and my favorite planet K is equal to 2. So there is no calling a function. I'm not calling. I'm not going to. I mean, I can call a function, but not required. So for I in, I don't know why we need L basically. So in range of n, I don't need to actually use the n. I could have just write range of len of L, but since n is given, so I can write always n. So what is the index? Okay. Actually, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. What I have to do is sorted L is equal to sorted L. Right? This is my sorted dictionary. And what is my fave? My favorite planet is value of my favorite planet will be favorite will be 4, 5. So second one. So basically my else k minus 1 because index in Python starts from 0. So it will be k minus 1. And what I'll say that and to write length of, yeah, that's what I'm saying, that you can write of course length of L. No, but anyway, we don't need actually any sorted sorry, any for loop here. So sorted L, and so my favorite is now k minus 1. So what will I do? I can write that Sorry. So yeah, so we have to do a now we have to do a for loop. Okay. So for I had done it in a separate way. I just trying to remember. Current way actually, not exactly this way. Space is a character. Yeah, space is a character. Yeah. Yeah, so no, I'm just thinking. Oh, there is one more thing actually. I have to show you this. I think I have shown you it in last class. I don't remember if I have. So basically, it will be given, the input will be given as a space, right? So that we have to take care. So basically, my L will be not like this. Okay. Because write a function, is it written output? Yeah, list of distance. Oh, it has been shown in a list, so I don't need to do. Fine. Then rest one thing is that pose is equal to my list, sorted list, sorry, sorted L dot. There is a uh, inbuilt function called index. So sorted list index. I have to find which one, which will be my fab. Actually, yeah, this is my fab. Correct. So if I do this, let's see, fab is equal to 5. Okay, so I have to print it. So basically what the sorted L dot index do, it basically uh, sees the if the element space is a character. I don't know what is the space is a character here. There's nothing space here. Because yeah, it will take input. So I'll go to that. So let's first do this one. No, it will come to input. Yeah, correct. Yeah, so this will be the basic options. So sorted L. So what list dot index do? It checks that if the each of the characters, for example, it does it like it does basically this one. This one liner basically does what is I can do it by for looping. So if I say that for I in sorted L, sorted L, if I equals to a lane of range of sorted L. Lane of range of sorted L, basically, or lane of range of 5, whatever lane of 5, so the range of 5, basically, n is n, lane of range of sorted L, if I is equals to, rather, not I, sorted as ith index is equals to fab, then print I. So this is basically what I am sorry, range of. So So basically this one-liner was doing this. Even if I do this now, okay. Multiple mistakes. So basically, what this one-liner is basically doing is this one. If I do this now, sorry, I plus one. Hello. So 5. It's a week 6 programming assignment question. There is no programming assignment in this week's class, right? I'll check if it is same. I don't know because I have taken it from the previous class only. Is it? I'll check it 1 second. Okay. As per I know, there is no assignment because this is from previous years. I'll just check one. Week 6. Oh, week 6, they have not changed. Oh, 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 they have not changed it. This is this year's. I see they have not changed it. Okay, for this class, I am really sorry. I did not see it. This class, actually, they have not changed it. And its class is 7/9/2006. This is week 6, and that was week 5. Oh, okay. This time they have not changed it. And I think, okay, they have not changed the characters. Okay, they just changed the assignment from last year. Okay, for this class only we'll be doing this. But for next class it will not happen. I'm really sorry. I should have checked, but it's not there because there was no assignment from I think till week 5. There was from week 5 they have changed. From week 6 they have made it same. I see. Okay. So this then I cannot solve. So up till this I can solve you. This was like I did not know. So this one I cannot solve. Okay. Thanks for pointing this out, SN. I will not solve this again. Sorry for this misconfusion. So let's do the other ones. Okay. So week 5, it's whichever is there. We can solve that. Anyway, this we have already done. So let's not focus on this. And okay, and so there is a mistake this time. Thank you. Let's solve the week 5 one then. Okay. Hello, is anyone wants to speak anything? Oh, then let's solve it because that was due on 31st August. So let's solve it because week 5 I think was not, and till week 4 I think there was no quiz. Yeah, programming assignment started from week 5. Okay, I have to check. Okay, so we'll not do this. We'll not solve this one, the last one, and we'll solve something else. Okay.
हमको नहीं आता है.
अरे किसी को नहीं आता है.
Mute. Okay, so we'll not solve this. Let's solve this one. The week 5 questions. We'll solve this one. This is basically I have also not solved by myself before, so this will be fun because we will be doing it by ourselves here in front of you. Okay. So you are given a string s, write a function, count letters, which will return a dictionary containing letters, including special character in string s as keys, and their count in the string as value. Okay. So it's like joy of computing. T is equal to 1. Oh, is kind of the dictionary as well as counting thing, right? So this assignment is this year's week 5 assignment. And since there was the same assignment was repeated, so I'm solving this one, the last, which has been already submitted. Submission date is basically over. Okay, and we'll do that. So we'll start off first with the string. So I'm not using an input string for the time being. So that each time I have to do, we'll do it in that at the end. Okay, input wala. So my S is basically this one. The joy of computing. Correct. Now they have count letters. Is equal to different. Okay, I'll see you. Let's do it. Let me solve it first, then we can do. See, that should be also right. And how do you do that? For I in S, we have to write a function. So let's see count letters. So def count letters. And what will you do? That will make, I'll first make a dictionary, which will be counted maybe. And see that, okay. For I in S, for I in S, I will add up to, so now how we will go by this? We'll add up to the dictionary, right? So each time a letter is there, we'll add it up, right? So if I'll not go like this, I'll go something like this. Try, I'll use the error message as my error exception as my if else. How do I do? I'll say try count counted, try counted T, sorry, not T, what I'm doing T. Try counted I, which is my dictionary, plus equal to 1. Okay, so basically, first I'll see if it can do this. If there is a key error, we'll say counted I equal to 1. What I'm doing, and finally return me the count. What I'm doing here, I'm first trying to see if it can, if the dictionary key is already there. For example, say O, first time it will be added here. I don't know how O is equal to 3 because joy of computing. O should be 2, right? How is O equal to 3? 0, sorry, 1, 2. How is O equal to 2? 3, right? T is 1, J is 1, right? And space is equal to 3, of course. Space character is there is 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It should be 2 times, right? O. The joy of computing. Let's see our dictionary if can find this is error or not. I like this one guide. What I'll do, I'm first trying to check that if the dictionary is there. If it is there, it will just do an operation on that value. Otherwise, it will add the key and make it as 1. If I now print it, input and output will be handled by the, just need to write the function, return the dictionary. Fine. So print S, right? Sorry. S is equal to 1, is equal to 3. O is equal to 3. Where the O is equal to 3? No? The this sorry, O is there, yes. So yeah, O is equal to 3. So it's correct. T is equal to 1, H is equal to 1, E is equal to 1, H is equal to 3, O is equal to 3, Y is equal to 1, F is equal to 1, C is equal like that. And this one, dict is equal to 3, key is equal to dict dot keys. For any even in keys equal to everything. Basically, I am doing the same whatever lesson you have done, but I'm just doing it in a real, little different way. Same way you can. I'm just not using if. I'll just try except. Yeah, of course, of course. You can give any letter instead of S. You can give any letter you want. Just don't mix it up with some other letters. That's all. You can give it any letters. A, B, C, X, Y, Z, A, B, D, C, whatever you want. I can also write like say string. I have to make this also string like that. Yeah. Okay. So first one is done. Let's go for the next one. Listener solve all of them. A is equal to banana count letters E. A should be 3, right? Okay. So instead of S, I would be right. So you want to make me ask A is equal to banana. This. Yeah, P1, A3, and 2. Working? Well, if you do it without S instead of E, yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, here also it shouldn't matter. If you are given You are given a list L. Write a function unique E, name as unique E, which will return a list of unique elements in the list, not in the list, in a sorted order. Unique element means it should appear in the list 1. So 1, 5, 6, 7. Easy, right? Let's copy this. So whenever this kind of thing is coming, okay. So I'm telling you easy, that doesn't mean that it's easy for everyone. So whenever this kind of thing is coming to you, always try to think of to make it as a list, because you have to return in a sorted order. So always make it as a list. First of all, so how do you do this? Okay. Now I'll just give a def. What is this? Unique E. Okay. Input will be handled by us, so you don't have to give input. Okay. Unique E. What will be unique E? How does unique E will work? Am I right? Unique E. What will you take? It will take input as list. I'm not seeing your message now. It's in. I'll first write, then I'll see you. Okay. Okay. So for I in capital L, I'll do it like this. How you have? I have not seen your message. Okay, I'll do it on my way. So I'll say unique is equal to a list. What I'll say that I'll use a list operator. Uh, yeah. So I'll use a inbuilt list operator, which is list.count. So if I say go to this and say this dot count, say which element I want to count 3. It has been there for 2 times. If I count 1 time, if I count 5 1 time, if I say 0, it is not present, so 0 time. I'll what I'll say, okay, L dot count I if this equals to 1, those are my unique elements. What I'll do, uniques dot append I, 3 lines code, this dot append I. What I'll return sorted unique. Let's see. Unique key, which is this. History. Oh, sorry. Happened. Oh, I am not printed. For sure. 1567. 13. Int of I split. Do I need to split anything? Why I'll split? L is equal to int of I input or split. Okay, you are return. Okay, okay, you are just printing that. Okay, you are just taking care of the input. Fine. So I input dot split. Why he has given int of I for input dot split? Basically, he's using a list comprehension. So he's calling the function input. The input will come as a string, for example, like in space or whatever format. I think it's in space format, right? Yeah, it's in space format. So it's basically for each of the element, he's just splitting it based on. So by default, the split option will take the space as its default operator. It's spacing split it and making an integer. So basically, if my input is something like, if I'll get a string, like whenever I'm getting input, I'll get like something like this, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I'll get like this. If I do this dot split, it will give me a list and use uh, space as its splitting operator factor. It give me 1, 2, 3, or 5, but now it is all of them are in uh, this one string. Okay, so I have to make it int. So I'll do it. I'll do a list comprehension. What I'll do is that basically he's doing a list comprehension. What is that? Int of I for I in this. Okay, it make it like this. Okay. So what is list comp? I think I have last class I have explained what is list comprehension, right? So basically it's this is how you write a uh, in con sorry list comprehension. Basically it's taking this list. This is a list, right? So if I just instead of doing this, the k is equal to this, I can write it that for I in k. So basically what is doing, it's automatically making a list, that is a list with making the some doing some operation on the I for I in k. It's basically same as writing as this. Okay. So I can also write in a single letter format instead of this big thing, that Unix is equal to I for I in L if okay. If I just now instead of this I can write it in a one liner with using list comprehension. Will give me the same answer. Okay. Basically, list comprehension is nothing. You are just doing this, but you're writing it in a single letter. You can just actually you can just write it in a much simpler way like this. So if I can just, but you can write it in just one line instead of anything like this. Okay. Just one line. Return sorted I for I in L equal to 1. This again list comprehension. If you don't understand list cost comprehension, no issue. You can always write it in this format. List comprehension is just to make your code shorter. Okay, there is no other utilities of list comprehension. Okay, and if you want to follow his one, so basically you have to, yeah, input. I am not going for the input here. It's basically list comprehension. So I'm just getting it in a single single line. Okay. Okay. Last one. You are given a list L. Write a program to print the first prime number encountered in the list L. Treat the numbers below and equal to 1 as non-prime. How to prime the prime number? So you have to basically write a function to get the prime numbers, correct? And what I will do is what will be my function name? Function name is nothing. Def first prime. Def first prime. That will be L. How do I get the prime number? It is not, if it is not divisible by any of the numbers smaller than, it's not any of the numbers except the number and the and number 1, correct? So how to find that if the prime number is divisible? Sorry, if it has a prime number or not. For I, basically you have to go for I in L. Mhm. Okay. For I in L, for J in range of I, well, I'm going to the each. For example, if one is 1, I have to go from range of I. Okay. And I'll ignore 1 because 1 is not a prime number, so I'll ignore 1. So if I, only I'll go if I greater than 1. If I greater than 1, there is a ignore. Okay. If I greater than 1, then for J in range of I, actually from J in range of 2 to I. Okay. 2 to I, if I is divisible by 2, sorry, divisible by j divisible by j, then I'll say don't check this one, break this for loop, break this for loop, and go to the next. Break this for loop basically. अरे यार, so it's checking those. Break. Anything is wrong. If I divisible by 2 will be, yeah, it will be 3. Will break basically this I, sorry, j by j equals to 0, then break, but how to there is some problem here. Oh, sorry. Break. It will anyway break, else print I. Okay. That will give me the first prime number, correct? So let's try it with our first one. Else print I, or maybe I'll say actually return, rather I should say else return I. If it doesn't break, oh, but I have to check if it doesn't break, correct? Otherwise, it will each time it will break off. So I don't have to do else. Here I cannot return else. What do I have to return? If I do this, else return I, what will happen? It will not work actually, because let's see. Int, and now it is it. I don't think it will work. It will give me 3. Not give me 2. First reason is 2 by 2 is equal to 0. First of all, 2 I can handle. Okay. If I is equal to y, 2 I can handle. How do I handle? 2 will be my base. Basically, 2 will be my base case. if I is equals to 2, return I. This one 2 will be handled by base case, so this will be 2 and return. But if I include 5 here, okay. So how this function is working? So I'm checking if it is what I'm doing is I'm basically checking that. So 1 will never happen. For 2 is a prime number, which is a interesting prime number because it has only one uh like I don't want to start the range from 1, because if I start the range from 1, everything is divisible by 1. So I don't want to start from 1. And I'm going till the range I, that is the number, because the range will go up to till I minus 1, the original range. Because 3 is, because if I'm going from 2 to 3, basically it will go only 2. It will not take 3. So 3, because 3 will be always divisible by 3. So I'm taking out 2 cases, 1 and 3. Now for 2, again 2, if I just take from 2 to 2, only 2 is there. So I won't want to take 2. So 2 is I'll checking as my exceptional case. If it is 2, return 2. Okay. Otherwise, you check that in the range of 2 to I, for example, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is never getting break. If it is getting break, it will go to here. That's why I've included 4 here. I can debug and show you the code. Yeah. If I debug it, you can see that now for what is my I now? I is now 4. And what is my J now? J is 2 because it started. Now 4 is divisible by 2. So if I do this, what is this? I divisible by 2 is 0. It will get break. If it get break, it will break this for loop. Sorry. It will break this whole loop. Okay. This whole loop it will break. So what if this loop breaks? Where will go? It will go back to again this loop. Now next is 5. So I'll go again. I is equal to J. No, it's not. 2 is 5. It's not. So it will return I. Okay. So I'll check with some of the test cases, whatever they have given, and see if it is. Let's see. See. Yeah. So this is the error. That's what I was telling. This is the error. There would be an error here. Now it is checking. Whenever it is checking, I divisible by 0. If it is divisible, that time it's breaking. So first one is checking the divisible by 2. It's basically breaking the loop here. Basically, it will not breaking. What I have to do actually use continue here. The breaking. Now if I do I is equal to 2. Okay, so there is now this is the problem I was telling you about. Okay. Now how do you check this one, because whenever this I is divisible by j, basically it's not continuing, it's returning, it's taking out from the loop, which I don't want. So what I'll do is, I'll not do is like this. I'll is divisible by 0, it will break it. It will break it, yes. If somehow it's divisible by something, it will break it. But I will say elif. Now I'll give you one more option here. If elif I, now I have to check the G. If A equals to I minus 1, that means it has finished the loop. That time it's coming here. Then return me I. You understood what I've done? Basically, I am checking that, so if it's coming 9. Now 9 is divisible by 3. So if I give else, 9 is, it will break here and it will return me 9. Instead of that, you will check found 9, okay, but J is still now not finished. Before that only it has already been stopped. Okay, so J has not been finished. It stopped. So no, I should continue this. I should not return it. What will go? It will go to the again the for loop. So now if I do is, if I is equal to J, elif, now it will check that, okay, if J is equal to I less than is equals to I less, which is finished of the loop, will go back. Okay, fine. Now what is my, I know I should be 5. Yeah, braked for J in range of is still going. Now it will break off and give me 5. And let's see if I am going through it with all the test cases or not. Okay, and if I don't have any uh, this one, this will give me an error. Is the problem? Oh, okay. So I missed. Mm, Instead of what else I'll do, I'll use that list combination. Basically, this is a this one. Okay. Basically, here is a list. So this dot let int of I for I in. Now if I do this, 269, 269. Good. It's going right. So there is one catch is there, treat number. So there is one catch is there, which I was actually thinking will not be that treat numbers below and equal to 1 as non-prime. So basically, though -3 is a prime number, I'm taking this as a non-prime. Okay? And see, if I wanted to return -3, what will I do? So yeah, okay. So this one also was a little tricky because I have to understand if ellipse. So whenever you get this kind of problems, try to understand what is happening. Okay, and always debug the code if you think that there is a bug here. Because if I didn't have this thing, I can understand. I was understanding that there would be some problem. That's why I tried to do it with 9. Okay, so okay then. Yeah, so we'll stop it here. And so this last problem, whatever we were doing, we did not do because of this. Apart from next session, there will be any solve of that this year's session. This was a mistake from my side because I didn't know that till week 4 actually, till week 4 there was no, sorry, till week 5 actually there was no repetition. So I did not, I should have checked, but I have not checked for the week 6. I did not know. That's why I've solved 2. But from next class, this won't happen and we'll do the whatever is given. Okay. And okay, then we'll stop it here and we'll continue on the next class. Okay. So thank you. Thank you all for joining. We'll stop here for the day.